Prince Harry trying to change his surname?
Well, I've just read a report saying that how true it is, I don't know, but
I promise, you're not ready for this story. Prince Harry is considering dropping his surname Mountbatten Windsor, and fans are absolutely losing it.
Just when you thought the prodigal prince couldn't get any more disloyal, the brilliant Mail on Sunday newspaper has revealed that just 2 years ago, Prince Harry tried to ditch his own surname, Mountbatten Windsor, a surname inherited, of course, from his father, King Charles.
Like, this isn't just a name thing. This is the royal bloodline. We're talking about ditching the surname that ties him directly to Queen Elizabeth, Prince Philip, and literally the crown. And what does he want instead? Spencer, as in Diana Spencer, his mom's last name, the one he never got to carry until now. But here's where it gets messy. People aren't just mad because of the name. They're seeing this as Harry rejecting everything royal again. The titles, the monarchy, the history, the institution that gave him his global fame. And of course, it didn't take long before Meghan Markle got dragged into it. Some are even calling it the final step in wiping out his royal identity and replacing it with, what? A Hollywood one? So why would Harry ditch the royal name now, years after Megxit? And why is Meghan again getting the blame? Let's rewind, because this story goes way deeper. Okay, so to really get why people are freaking out, you need to understand that back in the day, Harry wasn't this controversial figure. He was the cheeky royal, the fun one, the one who gave hugs, cracked jokes, and actually felt human compared to the rest of the firm. People loved him. He walked behind Diana's coffin at age 12 and somehow still grew up to serve in the military, fly helicopters, and launch the Invictus Games for wounded soldiers. Like, come on, he was the people's prince, and the name Mountbatten Windsor isn't just a last name, it's royal legacy on steroids. Windsor is the official name of the royal family, and Mountbatten comes from Prince Philip's side. That double barrel ties Harry to Queen Elizabeth, Prince Philip, Charles, William, all of it. It's more than a name, it's the crown in 2 words. So when he married Meghan Markle in 2018, sure, there was drama, but he kept the name. Even after Megxit, when they packed up and moved to California in 2020, they didn't drop it. He left behind royal duties, Frogmore Cottage, the military uniforms, the UK press, but not the name. For years, even while spilling tea on Oprah, even while throwing punches in his memoir Spare, even while building a new life under palm trees and Netflix deals, the name stuck. Prince Harry, Duke of Sussex, it was still there. So, what changed? That's what has everyone spiraling. If you were gonna drop the name, wouldn't it have made sense back when you first left? When the break was fresh, the palace was still highly invested, and the whole we're starting a new chapter vibe was still new? But it's been years, and now we're talking about dropping Mountbatten Windsor for Spencer? Huh? Now here's the kicker. This wasn't just a passing thought.
allegedly has spoken to the Earl of Spencer, his mother's brother, about changing his surname from Mountbatten Windsor to Spencer. Now this...
He even went to his uncle, Earl Spencer, to ask what he thought, and Earl Spencer told him it was a terrible idea, mostly because of how messy it would be legally and symbolically. Still, that thought alone was enough to send the internet into a frenzy. People started digging, checking birth certificates, bios, business docs, literally anything to see if the name had already changed. There were even rumors that Harry was already calling himself Harry Spencer in private, even though nothing has been legally changed, yet the intent to change the name was enough. And just like that, what started as a private frustration over paperwork exploded into a full-on public meltdown. But you haven't even seen the chaos that came next. UK tabloids had a field day. Headlines like Harry erases royal roots in favor of Spencer legacy or Prince or Pretender dominated the news cycle. Comment sections turned into actual war zones. Some were like, he's spitting on the Queen's memory. Others said, you wanted privacy, bro, not a brand relaunch. You'd think Harry had posted an Instagram selfie with the name Spencer and a crown emoji. But on the flip side, not everyone was mad. Some fans got it. They said Harry was finally freeing himself. Others argued he was distancing himself from a family that, let's be real, hasn't exactly had his back lately. They saw it as reclaiming his story, his identity, but still, the backlash was massive, and once the name change buzz started, you already know who caught the smoke first. Meghan. People immediately started pointing fingers and building the narrative that she's been slowly pulling Harry away from the royals for years, and this name thing was just the latest move in the master plan. Let's be honest though, this theory didn't come out of nowhere. Remember when they stepped back from royal duties in 2020? The whole "we're going to be financially independent" moment? People already suspected Meghan was the driver. Then came Spare, Harry's memoir, the juicy details, family drama, and all the family's dirty laundry aired. Fans said the book felt guided, like Meghan had a hand in shaping the story, even though she wasn't listed as a co-author. And then the interviews, Oprah, Dax Shepard's podcast, the Netflix documentaries, and through all of it, Meghan was always poised, always polished, always just out of reach of the controversy, while Harry's out here dropping bombs. But whether she's behind it or not, one thing's clear. The world sees her fingerprints on everything, even when they're not there. And just when the Meghan drama was reaching peak saturation, Harry did something no one expected. He turned the spotlight onto the kids. Fans started looking into Archie and Lilibet's names, like really looking. Birth certificates, public records, and even how they were listed in press statements. And guess what? Both kids were given the last name Mountbatten Windsor. Yeah, the same royal surname Harry was allegedly trying to walk away from. And that's when people lost it again. Because wait, if Harry's over the royal system and he wants to break free and he's trying to take on Spencer, then why are the kids still carrying the royal name? The theory fans went with was that he kept the royal name for them because it still holds value. Think about it. Mountbatten Windsor opens doors. Even without titles, that name means something in the world, especially in elite American circles where British royalty still carries clout. And then there's the titles. Lilibet is now technically Princess Lilibet of Sussex, and Archie is Prince Archie of Sussex. Those titles became official once King Charles ascended. And guess what? Harry and Meghan didn't reject them. They used them even while living in California and sipping green juice. So now the question becomes, if Harry is rejecting the system, why let his kids stay tied to it? And then another wave of backlash came in. People were saying he's trying to have it both ways. Reject the crown when it suits him, but cash in on the perks when it comes to legacy. And that's where the contradiction bites hard. Fans who loved him for being the people's prince now see him as someone who wants to have it both ways. Reject the royal family's rules, but keep the royal perks.
This is difficult for me. Meghan and Harry, I find this, I feel like there's going to be a little bit of sick in my mouth as I try and describe this, because live on the television, Meghan Markle has posted a cringy video of her and Prince Harry dancing in a hospital room.
So what's the real fallout from this whole name drama? Well, first off, Harry's popularity in the UK has definitely taken a hit. Many Brits now see him as a bit of a lost prince, someone who's turned his back on tradition and family. Meanwhile, in the US, he still has plenty of fans who admire his honesty, his causes, and the Hollywood-adjacent lifestyle he and Meghan have built. Some of his biggest supporters are now wondering if all this drama is worth it. The back and forth on names, titles, and royal ties, because it's messy, confusing, and honestly exhausting to keep up with. And the royal family? They've mostly kept their distance. No public attempts at reconciliation, and no clear signals they want him back in the fold anytime soon. It's like Harry's journey has drawn a firm line. No turning back. Meghan's role in all this is still debated fiercely online and in the media. For some, she's a villain reshaping Harry's identity. For others, she's a partner helping him heal and rebuild on his own terms. One thing's clear, their story is inseparable from this name drama. So here's the real question to leave you with. If your name is tied to a legacy you no longer believe in, do you hold on tight or let it burn and start fresh? Because for Harry, that choice might define not just his future, but how history remembers him. And that's it today on Harry, Meghan, and royal family drama. If you like videos like this one, like and click that subscribe button. There's more where it came from.